Hey family, welcome to the Hub. So today on the show, I really wanted to talk to you about the Tinder Swindler. So this is one of the hottest news shows on Netflix. I am seeing so many memes, so many videos. So I finally said, all right, let me go and watch this show. So let me tell you about the premise of the show. There is a man that is on Tinder that literally is perpetrating to be a multi-millionaire and the heir to a diamond dynasty. So he says that he is the son of a man named Leviyev that owns like all these diamond jewelry stores. So how he swindles these ladies is he perpetrates to have money. One woman, he took her out on the first date. He flew her to another country. All right, so lesson number one, ladies, okay, we do not get flued out on the first date. I don't know you, right? So they swiped on Tinder. So I just met you tonight. And I think what got her excited is when she Googled him, she saw he had money. And then number two is that she went over to where? The Four Seasons to meet him for a quick something. And then he said he was flying out. Could she come with him? Y'all, listen, I have been, let me be transparent. Y'all want me to be transparent? Go ahead and raise a hand or put a yes. If you want me to be transparent. I remember that I did go on a first date with a guy one time where we took a cruise to the Bahamas. Don't do that. Don't do that, because when people want to get you isolated on the first date, away from everything you know, that's creating a false reality, a vacation mindset. And how many of us know that in a relationship, you have vacations, but then you also have real life? I need to be able to see you in real life. So Tinder Swindler, lesson number one. Lesson number one is, even though you Google and it may look good, you still need to go and see what's real. Okay. Lesson number two, do not go on a trip, fly away, boat away, anything away within the first 24 hours of meeting someone. Okay. So then what else happens in this wonderful show is that the Tinder Swindler introduces the baby mama. So she thinks, oh, okay, well, this is the baby mama. She says he's great. So that's enough. And she knows the bodyguard. That's it. And literally they see each other every so often. And she's impressed by the fact that he can fly and see her. And they have these little rendezvous. Rendezvous are not a relationship. Okay. Rendezvous are not a relationship. So that's lesson number three. Put a number three, right? So lesson number three, raise your hand, is not a relationship. So they were having a lot of fun, but then it came to a point where he said, let's move in together. But guess what? He had no time to look for the place. So here it is. She was out here going from place to place to rent a spot for the both of them. Listen to me, y'all, in a place that she could not afford. Okay, can I be transparent again? I've done this, okay? I have done this. I have literally bought a place based on an income I didn't have because of who I was dating. I did. So when so many people look at her and say, oh, how could she be so stupid? Listen, I was that stupid. But we learned the lessons, right? We don't have to live through this in order to learn the lessons. So learn vicariously through me and homegirl, and say to yourself, if I, as a single person, cannot afford this, maybe, just maybe, we don't move into this place. The place that she was choosing was $15,000 a month, and homie did not have that money. All right, so here they're in an exclusive relationship. They haven't moved into the place yet, and all of a sudden, he runs into trouble. So now he needs to use her credit cards, but her limit is not high enough. Y'all, ooh, her limit is not high enough. Okay, once again, can I be transparent? I've been through this, right? I remember raising my limit to help my boyfriend at the time charge some things that I had no business charging, but I thought to myself, he was good for it. How many times have you lent money to someone thinking they're good for it and you didn't see that money ever again? Come on, raise your hand. All right, so put a number 3. So or was this number 5? So here's the lesson. The lesson is, don't lend people money that you need to see back. You hear that? Don't lend people money that you need to see back. You got it? You got this? Are y'all getting this? Come on. All right. So if anybody's ever been guilty of this, raise your hand, drop a yes in the chat, whether you're watching live or the replay. Okay. So, so then what happens? So he gets into some trouble. She gets these credit cards. She can't have a high enough limit. So he falsely employs her for his business so that he could create fiction pay stubs. So now he has a copy of her passport, social, where she lives, where her mama lives, all this stuff. And so now she provides this fictitious pay stub to the credit card company to get an astronomical credit card debt. Right. And then she also gets loans to the total of $250,000. What? Once again, repeat after me. I will not lend people money I do not have, especially if this person is not my husband. So here's my problem in this whole situation. She committed to a man that she knew nothing about, other than what she saw on Google, and then a few couple experiences. We need to not get caught up in the hype of money. I hear often people say, oh, well, you need a high value man, you need a high value woman, you need a high value person. That value should not just reside in the place of how much money they make. Because at the end of the day, someone can lose it all. Do you still want to be with that person if they have no money? Can you live in a hut with them on the side of a street or the side of a beach? And if not, if it's all tied to the experiences and the lap of luxury they can afford you, you need to take a check of what you truly value. Say it again, Coach Cass. Y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me today? Okay, so we want to look at what is it that you value. So this person was really excited to be wined and dined, and she was in fear of her loved one's life. So then she went into all this debt. She didn't tell her mama. She didn't tell her best friend. She didn't tell her cousin. She didn't meet his mama. She didn't meet his wealthy daddy. Listen to me. I need you to know this simple fact. Do not commit to anyone. Do not commit to any man without meeting his people. He has people outside of his bodyguard. We need to meet his people. Who is his family? Who are his friends? Who does he spend time with? And if he has no one, these are the red flags. Recently in our community, the Real Love Network, we talked about the red flags, and that is a red flag. If this person literally has no friends, no family, they're a loner, I want you to take a closer look, okay? We're gonna have to take a closer look in today's very, very virtual society. Y'all feeling me? Say yes, raise your hand. Okay, so then what happens? So then it all goes down that he is swindling ladies across Tinder. And he swindled another friend who, was a friend and had the lap of luxury based on this other woman's money that he was spending. So she thought as well that he was good for it. Long story short, this man maybe went to jail for a year. That's it. And these ladies were stuck with the debt to pay. They were stuck with the debt. For me, let me tell you, in my relationship that failed, I was stuck with a debt of $15,000. And at the time, I made 30 bad decisions. Bad decisions. Have you ever made a bad decision? Raise your hand or drop yes, bad decisions in the chat, right? So I want you to be very clear, family, that when we start to look at other people's transgressions, we're going to learn from them, right? So here we are learning in the Tinder Swindler. 1, don't get flued out too quick, right? Unless you're looking for just a good time. Don't commit unless you meet his people. We got to have experiences. 3, don't spend money you do not have, period. Y'all got that? Good. All right. So thanks for listening in to the Coach Cash Show. If you enjoyed this episode, please do share it, share it, share it, all that good stuff. And don't forget to take our Wanted Woman assessment. So the Wanted Woman assessment is an assessment that I have created with my entire team. We've been working on this for 4 months, right? This is specifically for busy professional women to uncover what might be holding them back in the area of love. It's a free assessment at this time. So go ahead to wantedwoman.com and take the assessment. And after that, book a call so you can find out what it really means. All right, y'all. I'll see you on the next session and the next show.